Hey there, and welcome to Mary Kay again. This is our second session, and we're going to be talking. Let me check and see if I've got stuff blurred. I do not, so I don't know. We're going to be going over this Great Start brochure. So I know sometimes things get crazy, and we don't get a chance to connect in your first 24 to 48 hours, and that's okay. That's why I'm going to do this, so you can have this information ahead of time. Okay. So the first thing we're going to talk about is your Great Start journey. So from the day you sign your agreement, that begins your Great Start 4 months. So let's say you started in February. February, March, April, and May are going to be your 4 month Great Start period. Okay. In that period, the company rewards you heavily with free product bonuses, cash bonuses, team building product bonuses. So I want to make sure that you know about each one of those so you don't miss a thing. Okay. So let's start off first. Inside the book, it tells you about some of the things, and you'll be able to see some of those things on the first page or two. But what I want to share first is the best. Start strong with the best offers picture, and you're going to get this product. Okay, treat yourself to a free gift as long as we place your first order in your first 15 days. And it's at least a 600 wholesale. I don't know if you can see that clearly. Oh, maybe it's not very clear. There it goes, 600 wholesale. So you've got your compact 3 eyeshadows, cheek color, your mascara, your eyeliner, lip liner, lip gloss, and lipstick. Guys, that is $146.50 value that you're getting free as long as we placed your first order in your first 15 days and it's at least 600 wholesale. Okay. So that's the first gift. Then we're going to walk through this right here. So this is your new consultant product planning worksheet. So what does that mean? Well, we want to plan for what we, are going to sell and the customers that we want to build, right? Let me give you an example. Right now, and it doesn't matter what holiday it is, but right now we're kind of going out of St. Patty's because it's, coming up. And then we're going into Easter. Okay. And then from Easter, we'll go into Mother's Day and summer and pools and noodles and floats. And then, by July, we're back to school. Right. And then, back to school doesn't really get going good. And then we've got Halloween, you know, everything's going, crazy with Halloween candy and Halloween costumes. And because let me tell you, and Walmart, if you've ever walked into Walmart or Target and it's that season, they don't just have one costume, right? They have a variety of costumes and they have more than one of each style, right? They don't just have one pack of Easter candy. I think now there's like probably 15 different types of peeps, you know. Um, that's the only one I can think of at the moment, or chocolate bunnies, or all the things. So they have a variety. They are preparing for the sale. They are getting things in place so they're ready and they've got everything they need. So when customers come in, they can make their purchases and then they get their money, right? So they're really investing up front so they can reap the benefit. And that's what this is. So, what are your Mary Kay business goals? Those are the questions. So, A is what's your desired monthly earnings? 100 to 399 a month, 400 to 799 a month, 800 to 1199 a month, or 1200 or more per month. So, let me just tell you, if you're earning 1200 a month, you're selling at least 2400. Okay. So 1200 a month, would that pay your utility bill and your rent and your car note and your insurance and your grocery bill and your daycare? Right? Think about, what is this going to pay? What are you going to put your Mary Kay money toward? Okay. So that's your first decision. And there's points associated with each of those categories, but you can only choose one. And then B is your selling appointments. Now, a selling appointment can be a face-to-face facial, a party, a virtual event. You can invite people to the events we do on Wednesday nights, anything we do in person once a quarter. You can invite people. This is your launch party, your 3 virtual launches, your in-person launch. All of those are appointments. Okay. So it doesn't have to be like 6 people at the table to be an appointment, is what I'm saying. Okay. So 1 appointment a month, 2 to 3 appointments per month, 1 to 2 appointments per month, or 3 or more appointments per month. And that's going to be whatever you choose it to be, right? Whatever kind of business you want to have. So let me just say that they do need to correlate. You can't want to make 1,200 or more a month and only work 1 appointment a month, because those do not match up. Okay. Very rarely will that match up. So we're going to decide success meetings. We are currently doing TNT Tuesday nights together meetings with several other directors. They're so much fun. They're on Tuesday nights on Zoom at 7:00. They're typically from 7 to 8. There's lots of recognition. There's lots of training. There's lots of celebrating. Announcements. We have consultants who do pieces of it as well. So you learn from each other. And it's a great place to be. I wish I could make it mandatory, but it's not. But I always tell people, if I went to work at McDonald's, I would have to learn how to do their burgers, because I don't know. I would have to learn and be trained on how to work their cash register, because I don't know. You would not want me to give you an IV, because I don't know how to do that. I would have to be trained. And so if you want this to pay you like a business, you have to treat it like a business, and you have to learn how to work the business. So success meetings are every Tuesday night at 7. So are you committed to attending each week, twice a month, or whenever they fit in your schedule? So you have 1 answer to that, 1 answer to your selling appointments, and 1 answer to your desired monthly earnings. And then after that, you have your goals. Now, here's where it gets fun. You can choose as many goals as you want. You're not limited to one. So I would like to build a solid customer base. I would like to earn fabulous prizes and recognition. I would like to become an independent sales director. Some of you don't even know what that entails, but it sounds good, right? I would like to earn a little extra income. So you can pick all 4 or just 1 or 2 or whatever floats your boat there. Okay. So once you've decided all of these and you've answered all the questions, then we add it where your points are. Okay. There are points associated with each answer. And once we add the point set, we look at this chart down at the bottom, which the company created, and it tells us kind of where you should start. Okay. It recommends a place for you to start for your business. So let's say you're like, well, I really am excited. I want to make some money. I really want to build some customers. I don't know what I'm doing, so I don't really want to take off running full speed, but I do want to be prepared. Okay. So I'm going to start with the middle of the road, and you may land higher and you may land lower, but I'm going to go over the middle of the road, and then you'll see, based on what I talk about, the differences. Okay. Our middle of the road for your first initial order is a Sapphire Star. Okay. Sapphire Star is right here at 1,800 wholesale. Okay. And it's really hard. I don't know why that is so out of focus. That is so weird. Maybe I have to hold it super close. So 1,800 wholesale is 3,600 retail. Okay. So what does that mean? Well, it means we bought it for $1 and we're selling it for $2. Okay. So if you do that, that's investment. Debt is when you pay full price for a car and then you turn around and you try to sell it. You will never get what you just paid for it out when you sell it, ever. That's debt. Okay. So I just want to make sure you know that. So if you chose the 1,800 Sapphire package, its value before any bonuses is 3,600. And then you're going to get 3 of these full product bonuses. Okay. Let me see if I can get this to show up. It may not show up clear, but you'll get the gist. So this is bonus number 1, and that is a full Miracle Set bundle with it's now going to be the new hydrating cream mask and the eye cream. Y'all, that is valued at $180, almost $200 free. You're going to get 3 of these bonuses, so you can get 3 of those if you wanted to. That's almost $600 in product free. That when you sell it, you make 100% profit. That is brilliant business, right? So, or you could choose bundle number 2, which is the open for business bundle. It's valued at 170. It's got a satin hand set, satin lip set, eye makeup remover, charcoal mask, and microdermabrasion plus set. Those are also great products. You could choose one of each of those. Number one, number 2. Lash and lip bundle is number 3, and it's valued at 158. You get the 7 lip glosses listed there and the 3 mascaras. Okay. Or bundle number 4, which actually bundle number 4 has changed. Let me see if I have a new, I just ordered new. Yeah. Okay. Sorry about that. Bundle number 4 is now the clinical solutions bundle. And so it has your dynamic wrinkle limiter, your C plus resveratrol line reducer, your HA ceramide hydrator, and your ferulic and niacinamide brightener. So you've got 3 of our boosters plus the dynamic wrinkle limiter. Y'all, that's valued at 172. You could choose that 3 times. There's your new mask. So I need to throw this one away because it's got the old picture in it. So there's your new hydrating mask there. So you get to choose any 3 of these. Okay. They can be all the same or they can be a mix and match of each one. Okay. So whichever one you want to do, you can do. Okay. Any of these 600 and above, you get that travel bag, $40 value free, 2 extra mirrors and trays. And with at least a minimum 225 active wholesale order, or 450 retail, depending on how it comes in, you're going to get that Mary Kay's Miracles Happen autobiography book for free. Okay. So you got a lot of options here. So if you're a Sapphire Star, you're going to get those 3 bundles. You're also going to get that color look as long as it's in your first 15 days. Okay. Which is $146.50 value. You're also going to get 2 mirrors and trays, and you're going to get 2 of those travel roll-up bags, which are valued at $40 each. So your free bonuses are almost $800. Okay. So $800, this Sapphire Star package that is here, where my finger is, it's the lowest one that's a star. That is valued at $5,400, and you're paying $1,800 plus tax and shipping. This is the only time that you're going to get eligibility for those bonuses. So this is why I say make the most out of your first order. Get the most sales that you can in your first 15 days. Do as many parties as we can. Get as many orders as we can. Take your lookbook everywhere you can. Okay. Work smart, not hard. Okay. Because when you invest and then you can use other people's money. You can use a credit card. Mary Kay has a Visa rewards card. You can look at that on your InTouch and look at all the details for that. If you have another card that has no interest, you can use that. It's really, my earring just came out. It's really whatever option you want to use. You can go to the bank and get a loan. It's not a business loan, so it's because it's a very small amount of money. And I think it's like 6.5%, 6%. It'd be low interest on it as well. So you can do any of that. And then that also makes you a Sapphire Star, which in our STAR program, you can go on InTouch and you can go look at rewards, STAR consultant program, under the rewards tab, and you can read all about the amazing STAR program. When you're a star, the company rewards you with points, and those points turn into prizes, which most of the time I use Amazon gift cards. Sometimes I've done Target. One time I did Visa and I bought my glasses and all my little frames that go on my glasses. So there's lots of different things that you get rewarded with. I love saving my star points. Some people save them for airline tickets. You can save it and use it however you choose. I furnished my home with it. Those pink bins and the white cabinet things back there that are labeled, all of that was star prize money, Target. So there you go. Anyway, so that makes you a Sapphire Star. And let's say, okay, that sounds great, Teresa, but there's no way I can start that where that is. I don't have that. I have no access to that. Then sell what you can. And at least you can see when you go down to the 1200, you lose a bundle and a bag. When you go down to the 600, you lose another bundle and you only have one bag. But at the 600 level, you're getting almost $1,600 worth of product for 600 plus tax and shipping. So take advantage of what the company is offering. Take advantage of the free bonus bundles and things that the company is giving, because this 4-month period is the only time you're going to see that. Okay. So that's the ready, set, sell bonuses. And that's the first decision we need to make. Are we going to take advantage of that? If so, how am I going to do it? Am I going to put it on a card? Am I going to sell it? Am I going to apply for a card? What am I going to do? Right? Those are the first decisions. And then the next decision, and I'm going to show you what we went over was an 1800. So I'm going to give you an idea of how much product that is. That's an 1800 order. And it shows you this in your own book, so it'll be much clearer. And then the 1200 and the 600 are on the same page. And y'all can see the 600 is really kind of a personal order. There's not a lot there, right? The good news is we customize this and we put what we want to put in there. Okay. And then after we placed your first order, then we fall into what's called the ready, set, keep selling part of your Great Start. And yes, there's still bonuses attached and they're a little smaller and they got a little different stuff, but they're still free. They're called essential product bonus bundles. And every time you hit another $600 level wholesale, when you order, you get to pick another bonus. You get to pick another bonus free. Again, you can sell that and make 100% profit. And you've got the Time Wise Miracle Set bundle as number one, which is 116 value, open for business, microderm, abrasion, charcoal mask, and satin lip set. And that's 112 value. And then you've got your lash and lip, and that is 106 value. So you've got all those options depending on what you want to do. Okay. But that's not all. Then you've got team building bonuses, okay, of product. So let's say you've got a friend and she says, girl, I'm loving how you're just looking so great and you're making money and you're doing most of it from home. I want to learn more about how to do that. Well, when she joins your team and you are, and she comes in with at least a 600 or higher, then the company's going to put $50 in your bank account. How fun, how simple is that, right? They're going to reward you. Now, mind you, you're not training them. You're not teaching them. You're not going over any of this with them. That is all my job. Okay. You're an encourager and you connect me in them and you make sure you always revert them back to me for all information, unless it's a question that you can answer. Okay. But you don't have the responsibility of training them and taking them anywhere or doing anything. All of that training falls on me. Okay. Even though they're your team member and you're getting a bonus for them joining your team and coming in qualified. Great Start qualified. That is a 600 wholesale or more. But not only will you get that cash bonus, but then the company is going to send you two of whatever ones of this you choose. Two, guys, two free team building bonuses, which can total $232. Talk about rewards. And these are unlimited. If you add 10 team members in your 4 months and all of them come in qualified, you're going to get 10 times 232 plus 10 times 50 for your bonuses. Do y'all see where the money can be put in your bank account? And let's just be clear. This is not just about money. You're going to change those 10 women's lives because this business changes lives. It does. It does. Just ask anybody that's been in for 5 minutes, or 5 months, or 5 years, or 15 years. I've been in over 20 years. It changes lives, and for the better, for the better. It makes you stronger. It makes you mentally stronger, spiritually stronger, physically stronger, because you're around other women who want, who do nothing but better you, right? They make you be better, right? That's just who wouldn't want to do that? So I love all that the company has to offer, and it's all at your fingertips. You've got your apps, which I've already sent and told you about. So that is all the information about your Great Start and inventory options. So we want to make a decision about that. We want to get your 3 virtual. Now, I love to get your 3 virtual launch parties set up in your first 7 days. And I'm thinking, I've been doing them in Facebook Live in a group. I may try to do a messenger party. I may try to do a Zoom and then a Facebook Live and mix it up a bit and see what, not everybody is a Facebook person and not everybody's a Zoom person. So maybe a Facebook messaging party might work too. So we're going to kind of play around with that and see what might work best for your people, because everybody's people is different. So, but we want to get that on the calendar ASAP, because if we haven't done it in your first 7 days, time is ticking. The clock is ticking on all your free stuff. And I don't want it to disappear, because that would be sad. Okay. So let's get those on the calendar. Let's make a decision of what we're going to do with product. And listen, don't be afraid of it. If you don't have any resources, then we sell the product. We put the parties together and we sell the product. We get in front of people and you let me teach them about what we have. I've got 20 years experience. I am a plethora of product knowledge. Use me. Okay. Use me. And we will get your business off the ground and we will make you some money. But we do have to connect. And that's very, very important. Stay connected with me. Don't be afraid not to respond. Don't be afraid not to call me. Don't be afraid not to text me back. No one is in trouble. Okay. And whether you work your business or not, I'm here to help you with whatever you need. Okay. But one thing I do want you to know is you got to let me know. If you tell me, Teresa, I need $500 a month and I've got to have a plan, or I want to be a sales director. I want to wear the pink suit. I want to get into my red jacket. Whatever you tell me, I'm believing, right? And I'm going to help you work to get that. But if that ever changes, then you need to tell me, okay, I've changed my mind. I don't want to do that. I just want to get my discount. And if I decide to work, I'll let you know. That's all you got to do. I'm not a scary person. I just need details, right? I've got to have communication because unfortunately, I'm really not a mind reader. I don't know if you change your mind. I cannot read your mind. I wish I could sometimes, but maybe I don't. I don't know, because there might be some minds out there that I may not want to read. But I just wanted to go over this information with you. Get back with me as soon as you can, and we'll go to the next step. Okay? Have a blessed and awesome day. Oh, before I go, I did want to say one more thing. Stay plugged in to our Tuesday night meetings. They're on Tuesday nights, 7 o'clock. If nothing else, you can learn about products that maybe you want to use, or maybe you need help with, like dark spots, or how do I even find a customer? Like, if I was going to just work virtually, what would I do first? You can learn so much. And if you miss things, you can go back and watch. We keep all the recordings online, and you can go watch them. It's beautiful. So I can't make it mandatory. I wish I could, but it is beneficial, even if you're not really wanting to make money with the business. So I just wanted to throw that back out there. And thank you so much for your time. Bye-bye.